Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your morning wake-up call. Thanks for joining us right here in the Social Networking Professionals page. We are glad to have you here today, and I hope you are joining us here every single day at 10 a.m. for your dose of motivation and marketing education tips. I'm Lisa McKenzie, and I'm going to be your host for today's video, where we are going to be talking about Facebook content posting strategies. So I hope this will be really helpful for you. If you are joining me live today, just drop a hashtag live down in the comments below. And if you're catching me on the replay, and if you are dropping in live, just let me know where you're coming in from too. We usually have people from all over the world coming in, and we love knowing where people are joining us from. If you're catching this on the replay, give me a hashtag replay, and we'll come back in and give you a shout out just a little bit later today. So again, thank you for joining me. If you are working in the world of direct sales or network marketing, very likely you are using social media, and in particular, Facebook as one of your business building methods. And if you are, yay, that's super smart of you, because guess what? There are 2.6 billion people on Facebook. So the world is literally your oyster if you're using Facebook as a vehicle to grow your business. But let's talk about how you do that. Now, first, I want to talk about a little bit of a myth. So this is what you may have heard is the way to build your business using Facebook and using social media. But I'm going to debunk the myth. That's my little sleeper alert. I'm going to debunk that myth for you today. You may have been told, if you are working in direct sales, whether you've been doing it for a long time or just a little bit of time, you may have been told by your upline or by trainings or by your company that the best thing to do is just to blast it out there. Make sure everyone knows what you're doing. Post your link, post your products, post your story, invite people to join your team. Do all this on your Facebook page. Do it several times a day. Post 4 times a day. Post 5 times a day. Post on your personal page. Have a business page. No. Just let me ask you to talk to the hand here. We are not going to be doing that. And why? So again, you probably see it. Look, I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys know it's okay. When I very first started in network marketing, this is how I was told to grow my business, and I did it. So everybody that's been in network marketing has probably been guilty of it at some point in time. I'm very grateful that I found the right programs, the right team, the right mentoring to set me straight. But here's the reasons that doesn't work. One, first and foremost, it annoys people. I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah. If you want to join the NFL, we call that the No Friends Left Club, then go ahead and post 4 times a day about your product or your opportunity and asking people to buy and join. It just doesn't work. People are so inundated anymore. Think about all the sponsored ads you see on Facebook. People are so inundated with wanting to be sold that they don't like it. It just simply turns them off. So you're going to find that even though some people are probably polite to you, and interestingly, it's our closest circle that are sometimes the most critical of us, then you're probably going to get some of that too. So this is what you actually don't want to be doing. So the first reason is just it annoys people. So don't annoy people. You'll never grow your business if you annoy people. The second reason that this really is not a good strategy is because Facebook also doesn't like it. So Facebook, if you guys have studied much about how Facebook works, it works on algorithms. And because they are very savvy, I'm telling you, Mark Zuckerberg was not at Harvard for no reason. Because they are very savvy, they are constantly changing and updating those algorithms to guide people's behaviors and to steer people's behaviors around. But here's the thing. Facebook primarily, first and foremost, is a social media platform, okay? Did you hear me emphasize the word social? Social media platform. So Facebook, the Facebookers, the Facebook beers, want us to use Facebook as a social vehicle. That means they want people to be sharing things about their personal lives, their family, their friends, their travels, sometimes their travails, that's okay too. Updates in their lives, their pets, their cooking. They want to show and they want people to be able to share what's going on in their personal lives. Facebook doesn't really like people using their platform as a business growth vehicle unless you're paying Facebook for it. So those ads that you see pop up that say sponsored and posts that you see say sponsored, those people are paying Facebook, and it's a pretty penny, to get their stuff out there. So Facebook wants to keep business stuff business-wise, and they want to collect their money for it. So their algorithm is such that if they kind of catch that you're using your Facebook platform in an unpaid way, like your personal page, for a business platform, then they actually will shut you down. I know people who have been shut down on Facebook because Facebook was like, not using it for business. But Facebook doesn't like it. So here's what happens. People don't know this, you guys. People do not know this. Here's what happens. Facebook stops showing your posts to everyone. So I don't know if you ever noticed this. A lot of times, if you are doing this strategy, if you are posting, you may notice that almost everyone that likes or comments on your posts about your product or your company or your business opportunity are on your own team. And they're doing that because they want to support you, which is awesome. But it's also because Facebook has figured out what's going on and they're limiting who gets to see those posts. So if you all have something in common, let's say you've got, God knows how many people on your team. Let's say there are 20 people, all who have the name of your company in their profile. Facebook links that you guys kind of know each other, so it puts you right in front of each other. So that's why you're getting those likes and comments. But guess what? Most of the people out there that you ideally would like to be seeing your posts aren't seeing your posts. But maybe it's a blessing in disguise. You maybe don't want them to see your posts because then you end up in the NFL club. And nobody wants to be there, I promise you. So my first message to you is stop it. Stop it. Stop posting 4 or 5 times a day. Stop making 80% of your posts about your product or your company or your business or your opportunity or your paycheck or any of those things. That is not what you want to be doing. Okay, I already know what you're going to ask me next. What should I be doing, Lisa? Well, we have lots and lots of great strategies in our Social Networking Professionals group. So if you haven't joined yet, jump on over there. But let me help you out a little bit today. The first and most important thing is cut way back on what you're posting. So you really actually only want to be posting on Facebook 1 time a day, possibly 2 if you do a Facebook Live at some point. Really only 1 time a day. And you can decide when you want it to be. I recommend that you make it very consistent, so you're posting at about the same time every day, so people are kind of getting in the groove there. But the most important thing about this is you want this 1 post a day to be very intentional. You want it to have meaning, you want it to have purpose, you want it to deliver value to people. Value. Because guess what? As soon as somebody sees a photo of whatever your product is, I don't care if it's a shake or eyelashes or makeup or candles or any of that stuff. I don't care what it is. As soon as someone sees a picture of that stuff, they know they're about to be sold. They scroll right past it. They don't even read it. But if somebody sees something interesting, and usually the most engaging things are photos of yourself or photos of your kids or photos of your pets, or some combination of those. Photos of you with your kids and your pets, photos of your kids and your pets, I don't know. Something engaging, because that draws people in and it lets Facebook know this is a personal post. Now, you can blend business into your post. That is no problem whatsoever. But you want to do it in a way that's intentional and adds value, because what you want to do is make sure that people are reading your entire post all the way through to the end. This is the very tippy tip of the iceberg of something that we call attraction marketing strategy. And you're going to learn more about that if you join us over in the SMP group. Attraction marketing strategy means people are intrigued by, you've given them value, you've given them something they want to know more about, so they're going to reach out to you and ask you what it is you have to offer. You don't have to worry about beating them over the head anymore. So this is my first strategy for you. 1 post a day, very intentional with your content. Try to make sure you deliver value. Add in a photo that is going to be engaging. Best thing is bright, well-lit photo of yourself or yourself with your family, pets, something like that. Something personal, something that lets people get to know you as a person. So 1 post a day. Now, if you aren't yet, I would love for you to be incorporating Facebook Live into your business building strategies. Facebook Live is the best way. People get so engaged by it. So you really want to be able to do this. And if you're uncomfortable with it, this is the #1 thing I hear from people. I am so uncomfortable on camera. I hate the way I look. I hate the way I sound. Well, we have got an amazing challenge for you. It's called the Facebook Live Challenge. It's over in the SMP group. And you can actually take this Facebook Live Challenge, and over the course of 10 days, 10 to 20 days, because you do 10, then you do 10 more. Over the course of 10 to 20 days, you are going to ramp up your Facebook Live skills like you would not believe. And you're going to do it in a safe, enclosed environment where you're going to get a lot of support. So if you aren't doing Facebook Lives yet because you're scared to, let me know. Drop a note down in the comments below and let me know if you would like to join in on that Facebook Live challenge. We will get you involved. So just as an FYI, I'm not seeing comments pop up. Sometimes this happens, so if you're commenting and asking questions, I'm real sorry. I promise we'll get back to it after the video is over and make sure we get everything answered for you. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep barreling on through here. So Facebook Lives, if you're doing Facebook Live, it is perfectly okay to do a Facebook Live on the same day that you drop some content. However, you wanna have a time period in between the two. Ideally, about minimum 5 hours, 6 to 8 is better. So you do your content in the morning, intentional, delivers value. It doesn't have to be in the morning. Maybe you do it at noon. I don't care. Your Facebook Live is going to come later, ideally no more than 5 hours later, 5 to 6, 7, 8 hours later. And your Facebook Live can be about whatever you want it to be about. Again, the idea is to start to develop know, like, and trust with your viewers. So you can talk about anything. I'm doing a series this week on my Facebook Lives that is top 10 questions people ask me when they message me. Who cares? I don't know. Maybe some people do, but it's just to kind of let people get to know you, get to know who you are, what you're all about. So I recommend Facebook Lives minimum of 3 times a week. You can deliver them on your personal page or your business page if you have one. Now, quick side note. Business pages are not as important to Facebook as they used to be. So back when they had some different algorithms, then you really could use your business page to grow and promote your business. Now you really probably only need to have a business page if you're doing paid advertising on Facebook, because you've got to run your paid ads from that business page. So don't worry so much about a business page if you don't have one yet. If you do have one, just make sure you're keeping your content engaging and fresh. But you can go live on your personal page too. 3 times a week is great because it starts to develop that know, like, and trust. People get to know a little bit more about you. Just make it very authentic and make sure you're delivering something of value to people, and you're going to continue to increase that viewership. So now you've got your Facebook content posting strategy. Stop spamming, stop doing it several times a day, do it 1 time a day, something intentional. It may be about your product, but if it is, I don't want it to name your product, okay? If you're going to post about your product or your company or your opportunity, you want to talk more about what it does for you or what it has done for you. So maybe if you're working with a nutrition line, maybe you've had great results with the nutrition line, you might make a post that's about how much energy you have, or that you've lost weight, or that you're back in your college jeans, or whatever it is that the nutrition line has done for you. And I don't want you to invite people to message me for details or check out my link or any of that. It is simply about sharing what's going on in your life. That's what Facebook wants us to do. So do it, okay? So you're just going to share a little bit about the effect. What's the problem you were having? What's the solution you used? Not naming it. And how are you now? Where are you now? And that's the kind of post that really is going to start to get engagement, because it develops curiosity. It attracts people to you. They understand that you've been dealing with some of the same things they have, and they want to know more about it. So intentional posts once a day, Facebook Live 3 to 5 times a week. Now, I'm going to drop something on you that you may or may not know about already. I am going to talk to you about micro content. So if you are not using stories on Facebook now, I'm going to beg you to start doing it today. Facebook stories is micro content. So you guys know we live in this world of boom, 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 boom. People are moving like this. They're going so fast. When they're looking at Facebook, they're scrolling through. People are loving stories because it's a quick, instant glimpse into people's lives. They just click on it. It stays up there for 15 seconds. Unless you hold it, then it stays up there for longer. And it's a quick glimpse into people's lives. So you know what people are doing. You know what they're making for dinner. You know what they're doing with their dog. You know what their Christmas tree looks like. You know about all this stuff that people are doing just from stories. So stories are a great way to get yourself out there in front of people. And you can incorporate some product and company shots in there and things. Just you want to make sure you're not like naming it or anything. But you could say incorporate a quick story of you mixing a shake if you have nutrition products. You could incorporate a quick story that's a video of you putting on your lashes or your mascara if you're with a makeup company. So your stories can incorporate this kind of thing, but it's micro content. It's teeny tiny. Now stories can be used in lots and lots of ways. They can be used literally to tell a story. It can be snaps of little moments in your life. So stories are a really great way to develop engagement with people, because here's what happens. People see something in a story that they like and they just react to it, or they send you a quick message about it. Like, if people ask me about my dog all the time. I have not my dog, my daughter's dog, who's adorable. She's in my stories all the time. And people are always messaging me like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she did this. I can't believe she did that. And it's a great way to start conversations with people, because now they're in your messenger. So now you can start to develop that relationship with them, that know, like, and trust, get to know them, find out what's going on with them. So stories are a really, really great way, even better than posting in most cases, to get people to engage with you. On posts, people sometimes don't want to be public. They don't want to like it, or they don't want to comment, you know? They don't want people to really know what they're doing. They don't have time to read through it, but the stories are a really quick way to get them engaged. So if you are not using Facebook stories yet, dive in today. Again, we have a whole training on how to use Facebook and Instagram stories in your business over in the Social Networking Professionals group. I'd be glad to tag you in that. If you are not in that group yet, just drop a comment below, let me know, or shoot me a message and let me know, and I'll be happy to help you out with that. So here's what I've got for you today. Facebook content posting strategies, 3 tips. Number 1, only post once a day. No product shots, no company shots, no opportunity message. It needs to be intentional, authentic, deliver value. Let people know, like, and trust you. Incorporate a photo of yourself or yourself with your family that is a bright, well-lit, happy photo. Second, Patty, yes, I will absolutely tag you in that Facebook story training. I think you're already in the group, so that's awesome. I will tag you in it. Number 2, Facebook Lives, three times a week, ideally. Make sure and wait 5 to 6, no, minimum 5, 6 to 8 hours after when you did your post for your Facebook Live. Authentic, give some value, make it fun, have some energy, bring people into your lives, let them get to know you. Number 3, start using Facebook stories from micro content to get people to really, really, really engage. So I want to thank you for joining me here today. I hope you found some value in this training that we did. If you did, please just drop me a hashtag value down below, or give us some of those nice emoji hearts. So easy to do on your phone. We absolutely love that. We want to know what we can do to make it better and better for you. And make sure to join us every day here at 10 a.m. in the Social Networking Professionals page for your morning wake-up call, daily dose of marketing education, motivational tips to help you grow your business. And finally, if you haven't yet joined our Social Networking Professionals coaching group, it is a free group filled with more and more information like this. We would love to have you over there. Let us know down in the comments below. We'll get you the link for that. In the meantime, I hope everybody has a terrific, amazing day, and we will see you tomorrow at 10.